Oh, goodness, Holly. Well, I would love to hear right from the get-go. Can you tell us about an amazing spiritual experience that has happened to you, maybe as a young child? I feel like you have spiritual experiences every single day. So I'm like, what is one that stands out, or what was one of your very first?
Um, One of my very first spiritual experiences, which I thought was a really bad dream, was my closet coming alive as a kid. Like I used to see pictures of other entity beings come alive as spiritual beings as a kid, and I hated being in rooms by myself because of it. Like I refused to be alone because the energy was always so high, especially at nighttime, especially during those hours when everybody was sleeping at like 3 and 4 in the morning. My closet would come alive with beings that were just packed in there. And my parents didn't know what it was. And so I now can reflect back on that and see the truth of what it really is today. And therefore, I can treat my kids with love and respect when they come to me and share things like that.
Wow. And so, do you feel like they were entities, like spiritual beings that were visiting you?
Oh yeah, now I look back at them and then it wasn't like they were really trying to scare me. It was so much I didn't know what it was. And now I've realized that it's nobody's really ever been after me. It's more that there's things that love me that want to be near me and to just be comfortable in that.
I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. I love that so much. That's incredible. And just being in your energy, I feel like you've done a lot of work. You have done a lot of spiritual work, healing work. So, what has your transformative process been? And I feel like it's ongoing, but
Mm-hmm.
what has that looked like?
Um, it's like a circle of, it's almost like a cycle of winter, spring, summer, and fall. Like you literally have seasons that you go through. And I feel like we're given, like in my process, I go through these really stormy periods that look uberly nasty. And I'm actually coming out of one right now. My cat's trying to play with a cord. It's kind of funny. Um, you'll see him walking by. I and that's part of the process. Like it's some parts of it are just super messy for me and they're uberly I want to give up, I want to throw up, I want to like end. I'm just like mentally like overdone, every way overdone. And but those cycles, those stormy parts have been like the nastiest weather have been like some of the best learning experiences and growth parts of my life that I feel like the spiritual process has taken me on that experience. And so it's been quite a like it's learning how to sail your ship when storms get stormy, right? Like a skilled sailor never learned how to sail with no wind, right? You have to have that diversity in your life to appreciate when it's not stormy, to appreciate that sunny weather even more than you maybe already do.
That's incredible. So I'd love for you to tell our viewers too, like what gets you through the storm?
Honestly, there's a group of ladies, Heather's VIP group. They have been through some of the stormiest weather as a support group of other people that are probably more than likely have been through it too. So it's finding those people that have weathered storms too that say, you got this. Don't give up. Keep going. We understand that are here to give you Reiki or cleanse or whatever you need, like to be there to support you. Um, Having a spiritual advisor is super important. Somebody to just support you and give you tools, but also listen to you and say, that helps you lean into tell me more about that and go deeper if you don't feel like you can go deep enough yourself. So it's that support system, um, knowing who to turn to when you feel like you have no one to turn to.
I love that you say that. And it's like I love some of the words that came through with our last spiritual advising was to reach out and receive. Those were like the resounding words that just kept coming through with spirit. And I feel like you did just that. And I'm going to ask you, I know you weren't expecting this question, but as you reached out, were you able to receive?
be honest, first of all, I didn't plan for this. I decided that whatever spiritually came to me would come to me. And secondly, I opened up in that I just surrendered. I like fell into the universe's featherbed of like reach and receive, because it also has taught me that I need to ground before surround. So
Mm.
it's like this two part pivotal piece that it led to, like by having that spiritual advising session and by choosing to lean into that reach in a comfortable place I felt to reach out to of other like-minded spiritual people, but also people who understand that just because it's spiritual doesn't mean it isn't always comfortable, right?
Mm.
And you have to find comfort in the uncomfortable as you step outside of your box. Like like a newborn baby when they're throwing a tantrum and they're just uncomfortable. That's kind of what it's like. You're learning how to walk again. You're like this, but by reaching out, you have someone on the other side saying, "Come on, you can do it. Keep going. Take that step. You got this. You got this." Like you're learning to do new things and you're really raw, you're really vulnerable. You feel nasty, yucky, icky, but it's that support. And by reaching out, I could feel their prayers. I could feel their love, their Reiki, everything, and it was so helpful.
Good. I love that too. And I know during the session that Spirit was having me share with you that it took me about 15 years before I could accept compliments, right? And I love how you are able to receive, and just as you were sharing, you could feel it. And I feel like sometimes maybe we're not able to verbally receive, but we can receive even on this feeling level, on that clairsentient level. So I love that you were able to do this, and I just want to grab some of the comments. I love
I
that.
can't read
Um,
them.
I know, but they're like people are like so kudos for you. Becca says, "Let go, let grow." My main affirmation that reminds me of you, Holly. I love you.
I love you guys.
Oh. And Becca says, lean on your tribe. And then Jody says, the universe is feather bed. I love that phrase. I love your beautiful soul, Holly.
Yay,
We
my
got to get some
ladies.
bumper stickers or, something. I'm
Right?
like, girl.
I ground before surround. Like that one came to me today, and I was like journaling because remember, we've been developing a list of our spiritual advising sessions of these like, sayings that just intuitively come to me while we're meeting. Like it's, I mean, for those of you who may not know, I've been working with Heather for what it is almost over a year now. I mean,
Over
this
a year,
April,
almost a year and a half. Yeah. Is it 2 years?
this April will be 2 years. This April 20th will be 2 years.
Girl, it's amazing. Oh my gosh. That brings me tears. I'm like, oh, yeah, go ahead.
And so Heather has seen me through a lot of my growth, like from then until now. And this was me after my military life of like, I've got to reconnect with my soul.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I know, so you're spiritual advising. We've talked about that. You're in the VIP group. And also, I'd love for you guys, or for you guys, you and your entire spirit team, to tell everyone about the mediumship classes.
So, mediumship classes is where I started with Heather. In April, I sought out Heather, April 2017, I sought out Heather because my best friend had crossed over very early on at a very young age. It may be hard for some others to hear this, but she passed away 4 days after giving birth to her only baby girl. Hadley Faith, had a little faith. And it took her every faith she had. But when she crossed over, it awakened me to, oh my goodness, I feel really calm. I don't feel all like angry. I'm not crying. What the heck is up with me? I need to connect. I need to connect. And so I reached out in this group and I said, is there a psychic medium somebody recommends? And it led me to Heather. And that was what triggered me getting into mediumship, was because I deeply desired that connection piece to my crossed over loved ones. And I took all four of those classes, open eyes. Not one class did I get to do the meditational pieces with my eyes closed. So everything that has ever came to me intuitively has always been active meditation. I did this with my kids. So there's literally no excuse if you want to dive in. Just seriously show your kids the path. It's, yes, it's not easy, but it's being an example to them of how to do self love and self care.
Absolutely. And it was beautiful to have you on. Like every time it was so exciting. Like I'm turning on Zoom and I'm like, Holly, there she is. And I think one of my favorites was, oh my gosh, you were changing, I think, or Sylvia was changing somebody's diaper. I know I've shared this story before, and we were doing psychometry. So being able to read like the energies off an object. And I was like, you read the baby's diaper. And it was just so funny because it was like chaotic, but at the same time, it was like so perfect, and
Yes.
so in alignment. It was so fun. Hmm. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yay. Well, let me go ahead and catch up on comments. Olivia Madlock, beautiful, beautiful lady, says, hi, Holly, bless
Hi.
you. Yay.
Bless
Christy's
all these
here.
incredible
Hello,
souls.
beautiful soul. I know, it's just incredible, isn't it? Is there anything else you'd want to share with everybody?
Um, there's no wrong answer in the journey. Just follow your joy. Um, Even when it doesn't feel right, I think that that's been the most adventurous piece of this is follow those crazy rabbit holes sometimes that bring you the most joy, that you just intuitively feel like I need to go over here to check this out. Um, and find a tribe that supports you and encourages you with the things that you feel you might be crazy to others, but these people are like, you're not crazy, you're doing what's meant for you. And just like that encouragement piece, because really, like, if it wasn't for Heather and the VIP group, like, I probably would still be chasing my tail and I wouldn't be as taking care of myself on a mental level and taking care of a lot of traumas and triggers. You guys have been through a lot of like mental stuff, but I've made a choice to follow that piece that didn't seem right to everyday person, but it makes sense to me.
Hmm, it's
So do what makes
beautiful.
sense to you.
It's beautiful. Lots of hearts. Yolanda's giving you the high tens.
Oh my
I love
gosh. I
that.
can't wait to
I was,
read these comments
I said
later.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, I can't wait for her to read these comments later. Well, I would love for you to be able to tell us how people can find you, work with you, what you're working on.
Um, so I can be found at the Power of Growth Tribe is like my incognito, like little hangout group where we can talk privately about growth. I'm also over on Instagram as the Power of Growth. That is my business name. Came from the beautiful banyan tree by the bamboo forest in Maui, Hawaii. Um, so the power of growth is all about growing through what we go through in life as families, as women, as mothers, as husbands, as wives. I work with children and family on the everyday, but life is about growing through the uncomfortable, and I'm here to support you through that. So growth sessions are my thing. That infuses Reiki, it infuses my mediumship, it infuses cards, it infuses whatever the soul may need. Um, and maybe eventually the course will come back out again, but and that is the growth method some people have taken, and I'm still working through that. It's been a really magnificent but very deeply intensive um, tool to use in life. So I'm just so excited to continue the growth for myself that I get to share with others and pay forward.
I love that. And I have been able to go through the growth method and it's absolutely fantastic. It's pivotal. It's very, very pivotal. I mean, it is being able to dig in deep and being able to let go, being able to give yourself that grace, just that motivation and that almost like that inspiration to keep moving forward. So I
Yes.
thank you for that. And I'll just catch up on the comments. Yolanda says, I've been asking for guidance for my next adventure. I want to go somewhere where I'll spiritually connect even more. We'd love to have you in
Ooh,
VIP.
yes. Oh my gosh, Yolanda, you would
Oh,
love VIP. There's this
yes.
there's this bond in there of spiritual, like it doesn't matter your level. If you're intimidated because you think we've been together for a long time, there's young, middle, old. There is no end, there is no beginning. There just is. So come be with us. That's, I guess, the best way to describe the VIP is just come be with us. There is nothing, just being. Come be.
Mhm. I love that. Just
Come
be. I love
come
that.
be and come grow, because that's really what we do is we be and grow in that group. It's a very unique group of individuals.
I love that. And Christy says, "Yes, you're amazing, Holly." April says, "Awesome." Nicole says, "You're absolutely beautiful, Holly. So blessed to have you in my life." Such amazing words. Deb Brooks is just saying there's some extra energy in here. I feel it too. Um,
Aw,
Yolanda, come be one, LOL. It's true. Like Holly has
it
the
is.
best phrases. I'm like, that's good. Just come be one. So good. Well, thank you, Holly. Thank you, sweetheart. And
Thank you.
for those of you on the replay, let us know you're here on the replay. And then soon this interview will be up on YouTube, so you can also see it there. So
Yay.
yay. Jean says that's an awesome message. So yay, so I'll see everybody in 10 minutes for the angel card party. And so
Whoop, whoop.
excited.
Maybe I can
Whoop,
actually make
whoop.
one of those on time for once.
I love it. I love it. You're so funny. I'm like, oh, hi, Holly. It's awesome. Nicole says, VIP's amazing. Best decision ever. Mwah. Nicole, it's so amazing to have you in there. Oh my gosh, amazing.
There's
And
so
Christy
many
says,
gifts
thank
in
you,
that
beautiful
group.
ladies.
Gifts
Hmm.
and growing gifts in that group, like people that maybe didn't have a gift and they step into it and they realize they have a gift, and it's just like watching people come alive in that group just like blows me away.
And yeah, and you've been in there since the beginning, so you've been able to witness all of that. So I love that. Yay! So you guys are
Yay.
also welcome. Have a wonderful
Thank
evening.
you. Bless
See
you
you in 10
guys.
minutes. Yeah. Bless
Bye,
everybody.
beautiful
Mwah, mwah,
souls.
mwah. See you later. Thank you, Holly. Have a
Thank
good night.
you.